Hey guys, Nick here with episode 2 of my Minecraft Let's Play. Here we are. Yippee! Let's take a look around. I've been working for the last week to do a couple of good things. There's a lot that's changed, so let's get started. Let's see what's changed around here. Everybody remembers the little temporary base that was the first thing I made just to keep me safe and get me some food. Let me get some mining going on, find some diamonds, find some obsidian, get to the nether, and get started. The first thing you might notice is that there is no longer any remnants of my villager breeding system. And that's because I really wanted to get a villager trading hall going as soon as possible, because I know that version 1.8 of Minecraft, they're making some changes to the way that villagers breed. And that might complicate things a bit, so I want to see whether I can get some diamond gear before that all changes, just in case it gives me some trouble. Not much has changed there. That's the same old multi-farm. It's got spiders, endermen, creepers, zombies, skeletons, witches, of course. There's squid ink that comes from it. There's some sugarcane that comes from it. And right now I'm kind of working on making a little bit of a mushroom farm for it, because I want to get some mushrooms. I need mushrooms to eat. Mushroom stew is good. It supplements my chicken and my beef, and it's also good for potion making. So again, we moved the little breeding system. Now, before I let you see too much of what's going on up above, let's just go around the back here, and you can see where the villager breeding system went to. It is now activated again. This is it here. Now, I've got my little zombie trap as I did before. This one's a little bit bigger, a little bit different. And you can see there's some glass so I can see in from inside. And it sounds like there might even be a zombie in there now. So let's go on the inside and see what's changed. There's quite a bit. Now, I should say right off the bat, I know that this microphone is picking up me thumping on the keyboard when I hit the spacebar. I've got to look for some better microphone technology. It's going to take me a while to sort of get good at making usable, wonderful podcasts that hopefully people want to watch. I need to get a bit more flavor. I need to be a bit more myself, kind of my silly self, so that people can enjoy at least a little bit. I don't want to be dead serious all the time. I want to have fun with this. Now, speaking of having fun with this, this is what I'm doing to get some raw chicken meat. This is my little chicken cannon, and it's got the pulse speeder here. So it fires out chickens pretty quickly. Maybe I can show that to you in a minute. Now, down below here, I added 3 stacks worth of sugarcane that I can farm quickly and easily just by clicking down here, smash them all down. I did that so I can get paper for trading. Every once in a while you'll find a villager that wants to trade for paper, and that's really handy because you can get lots and lots of emeralds. And emeralds, of course, are the key when it comes to trading systems for infinite diamond gear. And that's nice because I don't want to have to mine. As you can tell, a lot of what I've done here is to get me going and get me resources without me having to... I don't have to mine redstone. I don't have to mine iron. I don't have to mine gold anymore. Things just come to me. Now, here's the top view of the lower chamber in the villager breeding system. You can see there's little baby villagers in there, or testificates. And up above, you can hear Mr. Grumpy up there. He's locked pretty much in the dark, aside from some glowstone. And he's just got a bunch of doors around him. And that's what... you have a five high gap in between the villagers below and the guy above. And that's what gives you infinite villager breeding right now. Again, that's going to change in 1.8, I think. But what happens is that they get washed towards this corner, because there's one source block of water in that corner. It's a 4x4 chamber. In the far corner here, I have a little water elevator where there's water right at their heads. So as you can see, they're standing in water. Once there's enough of them, they get pushed past this halfway point, or right into the corner, and then if they jump, they just hit the water stream, eject, and they go into this little setup. Now, this setup is it's the top part of the villager trading hall, which was Tango Tech's design. Now, if you don't know Tango Tech, he is a brilliant Minecrafter. He's got some crazy redstone skills, and he builds fantastic things like this. It's a little bit big. I've used it before in my prior world. You might have seen that in the Minecraft multi-farm video that I did. Uh, and down here you can see where all of the villagers land. Let's see if this guy's any good. I don't want that guy right now, so to get rid of a villager, you push the button, he gets whisked off to his unfortunate demise, and then another villager will eventually come along the water streams and fall into the hole that he's occupied. So that way you can just kind of get new villagers whenever you need to. As you can see, I've got an ender chest here. I've got some stuff where I've got some items that I'm getting ready to trade. This is my little sort of war room, if you want to call it. I've got my map where you can see everything around. You know, this is you are here. There's the original mini base. Here's the bigger kind of permanent base. I don't know. I'll see how I can build this. You know, it's grown kind of organically. I don't have a great idea for how to do buildings outside. I've always cut my bases into mountains and, you know, built them underground. So I'm still having a little bit of a tough time learning how to build things that look nice and work well overground. And you can see here this was kind of just me playing around thinking, you know, how can I build something nice here and make it look good? I think it looks okay, but I need to learn how to make it more utilitarian. And this may or may not stay. You know, of course, the villager trading hall and the villager breeding system is new. The giant item sorter is new. This has been there, but I've extended it up to the top. You can see there's some mushrooms going now. That's good. Good to see we're getting some more mushrooms, although I'm not getting enough of them yet. I think mushrooms are... Where are we? Can we get it? Can we get it from down here? No, but to go up top. Okay, well, we'll show you the results of the item sorter here. We're collecting quite a bit of stuff. I've emptied out the sticks once or twice because you get so many sticks. Lots of redstone, lots of yellowstone, or sorry, glowstone. Plenty of gunpowder. I'm gonna have to empty that soon. The sugar I've not touched. The slime balls I've not touched. Iron I haven't touched. A lot of the sugar cane up here I have touched because I've been using that. I haven't touched that or the arrows, or that or the bones, zombie flesh, spider eye. What else we got? We got the roses. We've got our chicken feathers. We've got our chicken eggs. I'm gonna have to do something soon. Let's grab a couple of stacks of these just for some fun. Down here we got squid ink. Now this is a nice one. This one made me happy. We have gold nuggets coming, and look at that. It's actually working pretty well. Then we've got our ender pearls, and red mushrooms, and brown mushrooms. Although, again, I'm going to have to work on that some more because I'm not getting enough mushrooms. Now, the rest of these chests past the brown mushrooms are not programmed or not set up to sort out items. They're just kind of spares for the moment. I will make that kind of bigger and better as I go. I'm not sure what else to sort out yet, but I'll figure it out. Now, down here, I've moved the enchanting and the potion making from upstairs in the courtyard. I'm going to move them down here and then just make the courtyard kind of an ornamental place to go out and look at the flowers, look at the trees, maybe have some kind of a water fountain or water feature out there. And then of course I have to figure out what else to do for the buildings. And you might wonder what this is all about down here. This is just my attempts to be able to collect the experience and leave behind a lot of the items that fall in here. Every once in a while I want to get in there and grab some enchanted armor, but I like leaving zombie items here because when things come down, sometimes they pick them up and then they won't despawn. And I've got this big column of water here just in case a creeper comes along. If he blows up, he doesn't destroy anything, and that works out well. I've gotten quite a bit of experience from that little zombie trap. It works really well, and in fact I've found that between that, my little turbo chicken farm, and the fishing hut, that I don't really need much in the way of experience. Although, you know, I will get through the end and build an Enderman farm and get that done at some point. I'm not sure when to do that because I'd like to work on the base for a bit. But as you can see, I've been doing some trades with these guys. This guy I've gone through quite a bit. He's got some nice diamond gear. And I'm going to keep on trading. I'm going to keep on getting things. As you can see, I've got one wither skull here. I was lucky enough to get one wither skull so far in the nether. This is kind of the diamond gear that I've gotten. I enchanted this by another villager trade. You know, you give him a diamond sword and a couple of emeralds and he enchanted it for me. This is where I'm keeping my ender pearls that I've received so far. You know, I don't get a ton of ender pearls, but it's enough. It's enough to be able to sort of jump around every once in a while. As long as you don't use too many of them, it'll last you. I'm just putting some things I've grabbed there, other random stuff down here. Got a couple of furnaces just in case I need to smelt things quickly. Just got the little hopper up there just to make it so I can drop all of the ingredients I want for potions in at one time and then, you know, just get the potion out without having to futz around too much. This little redstone was me experimenting, trying to get a 20 or 30 second pulse, well not pulse, but a 20 or 30 second signal to retract a piston. This represents my piston. I want it to be extended for the most part, and then every so often I want it to, you know, once a day. This is here. I'm going to change. Well, let's demo. You flip this on. That represents a daylight sensor, and when the signal's on, it just changes the signal into a pulse over here. The pulse comes in, and this turns it into an extended pulse, which turns off the piston for a bit. Roughly 20 seconds is what I'm looking for. And there you go. Now it goes back on and blocks a water stream. So that's how I'm collecting mushrooms in my mushroom farm, because I want the mushrooms to grow as much as possible, and not have the water on for any longer than I need. Now out here, we're not getting great spawn rates from the witch farm because of course it's nighttime and things can spawn everywhere, so the witch farm is not heavily favored by the game engine. So why don't we sleep and see if we can get some witches showing up. Now, I guess I should show where the gold nuggets are coming from. Now, if you want to make a gold farm, you can do it with a couple of ways. You can do it in the nether by shaking out or, you know, piston pushing zombie pigmen to their death and getting the nuggets that way. Or you can just build portals in the overworld. And the larger the the larger the portal, the better chance you're going to have of spawning zombie pigmen. But of course, if you're too far away from where things spawn, they don't move much. So you have to actually have it fairly close. So what I did is I put 3 really large portals just right underground in front of the base. If I go around the front of the base, between the witch farm and us, you'll be able to hear it right about here. You can hear the portals beneath me. And let's go take a peek. Let's go take a peek at those portals. They're large portals, and they're bringing in a pretty good amount of gold right now. It's going to work out well. I think I've got about 50-60 bars of gold so far in nuggets that I haven't converted yet. So there you go. There's one of the little zombie pigmen. I've got water streams there. Water streams there. So there's 1, 2, 3 blades that are 20 by 20 big. Sadly, I didn't plan this out well enough, and I'm off by 1 somehow. So every once in a while, one of these zombie pigmen, they fall into the witch chamber, and they don't die. And every once in a while, I'm finding that my cleaner, my iron golem that I nicknamed the cleaner, he got killed a long time ago, and I've put a number of extras in there, but they're not surviving. So I'm not sure what's going on down there. But my iron golems keep on getting killed. And if you want to see down below, you can see that I've got the two wide chambers between, and then on either side I've got a 1 wide that is going out, and this just goes straight into my witch pit, if you want to think of it that way. Everything I have in the multi-farm, I'm throwing into that witch pit to fall to their death, die, and then everything that goes down there gets collected and thrown back up the item elevator here. And I don't know if we're going to get much in the way of spawns right now. Hopefully we will. You can see there's some things there. There goes some witches. Now, I put a small line of string just in front of where some of these vines grow, just so I can see a little bit more easily at nighttime what's in there. Well, not nighttime, but just anytime. If there's people in there, we'll see them more easily. again, I've just got everything is all half slab down here, mainly because of the location of this witch hut. It was just in a small pond, and it was kind of landlocked. So I didn't really, I, I didn't want to spend the time in the beginning to do sort of a big perimeter and make this a highly efficient witch farm. So I just half slabbed it, and you know what? It's worked out. It's worked out okay. I'm happy enough with the spawn rates. When you're fairly close like this, you don't get much in the way of spawning, but when you're a little ways away, there's enough witches and enough things that spawn in there to keep me happy. Maybe over time I can work on making it a bit bigger, a bit better, so I can increase the spawn rates. But right now I'm happy. I get enough. You can see I've gotten lots of redstone done. I've made stacks and stacks and stacks of repeaters and comparators. I've built quite a few things here. Oh, there we go. There's a witch and a couple of creepers. Bye-bye. Woo! Off they go to their unfortunate demise. And again, this is the thing. This is where we convert the solid signal into a quick pulse. Quick pulse starts off the little sort of hopper timer with a RS NOR latch, which gives us a constant output signal. This reverses it so that the piston is extended, blocking the water. There's water pouring right here. Don't want to keep this uncovered for too long because light gets in, and that can sometimes muck up my mushrooms. But as you can see, water gets in there, and as soon as this goes off, it retracts the piston, water will flow down. If you're interested in how that I can't jump through vines, oh dear. If you're interested in how the mushroom farm works, take a look for Panda's mushroom farm, because that's pretty much the design I'm using. I need to make it a lot taller. It's just sort of a 4x4 chamber where you've got mushrooms on either side. There's the use of soul sand and a couple of holes per level so that water pours in from one corner and pours out the other corner. Each alternating level is reversed, and it is giving me some mushrooms, but I need to make it bigger. And again, this stuff up here is kind of temporary. I was just kind of playing around, trying to make things look nice, see how I can make freestanding buildings that could look good. I'm not displeased with it. It's just I haven't been able to turn the insides into any kind of useful area yet. I better eat something here. So what can I say? I don't want to do a terribly long video. Most people don't get to the end of the videos, so I'm trying to keep this one short. And here, yeah, just before we go, let's fire up the chicken cannon. I'm going to have some fun with that. I'm going to turn that into just a crazy chicken cannon experience device that will give me tons and tons and tons of chicken. You'll see that next time, hopefully. There we go. So, again, we've got the item sorting system. We've got the villager trading system. We've now got a nice gold nugget farm over there. We've got a mushroom farm coming. So we're getting pretty much everything we need to get a good foothold in the game and just start being able to play without worry of, oh no, we don't have enough redstone, or we don't have enough iron, or we don't have enough gold. Hopefully now I'll be able to make anything I want without worry at all. And what do we add? 8 stacks and 8.5 stacks. What is that? How many gold bars does that make? 60? 70? Something like that. Quite a few. Maybe less than that, 65, 70. Yeah, so that's what we've done, guys. We've got the villager breeding system going again. We've got the trading hall underneath us. We've got an item sorter, gold farm, mushroom farm. Now all we have to do is try to pretty things up a little bit and make this into a more useful, fun, livable area. I'm going to rip out my temporary stuff that I used to figure out my redstone. I'm going to move as many of these downstairs as I can, and I'm going to turn the courtyard into a nice, peaceful place that just makes me happy. And after that, I suppose I will try to find a way to turn the building into something that looks good and is working well. I'm pretty happy with the placement of that. I just kind of built that without thinking too much of the design. Again, most of the things I've done I've built underground, and I can always find a way to make that work out and look nice. But building overground structures requires a bit more work to make things look kind of nice and interesting. So I'm going to have to get better at that. But if anybody has any suggestions for things I could build or ways that I could make this look nicer, do some more, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. I don't have a lot of subscribers or a lot of viewers quite yet, but I'm hoping that I'm getting better at doing the podcast. And again, I'm going to try to get a little bit more flavor in here. I'm going to try to be a bit more wacky, have a bit of fun, just so it's not too boring. I don't want to be well, this is my Minecraft world, and here's how you make a chicken farm. That's not really what I want to do. And I know that my keyboard, when I jump around like this, I know you guys can hear the thumping. I'm trying to find a better way to do that. It's just that this mic, it picks up all the vibrations to the desk, and I can't hang my mic in the air in front of me. So, and I've also had people comment that the audio is a little quiet. I'm not sure why that is. I know that if I sit a little closer to the mic, I'm a little bit louder, but that's kind of uncomfortable and unnatural for me, so I prefer to sit where I am. We'll get better. We'll get better at all this stuff. I'll find out how I can do some kind of mixing of videos. I don't really have anything like that yet. I don't have any way to sort of mix video clips together and do a montage or speed things up or slow things down. So the quality of these Minecraft videos is probably going to be pretty atrocious compared to what other people do. All the people that I'm kind of inspired by, they've been doing this for a long time and they've got it all down. They've got great video intros, nice music, and they've got all the technology they need to make videos that are, they're entertaining, they're educational, and I have nothing but good things to say about any of the guys in the Zip Crowd server. They've all inspired me. I've had a lot of fun just kind of learning the things that you can do in Minecraft and just building a crazy world. And I'm hoping that that this world can turn into something big and exciting. I'm going to have to build my way out in the nether a bit. I'm going to have to make some kind of a base there. I'm going to have to get the end going. I did go through actually and kill the ender dragon, but that was such a kind of boring fight. It's not hard to do. It's just kind of long and drawn out. You got to go in there with enough arrows or a bow with infinity on it, which is what I did. I was lucky enough to have a bow with infinity, and I just kind of went in there and just shot arrows at the ender dragon until he eventually popped and turned into a portal to get back into the overworld. So one of these days we'll go and explore that. We'll make an enderman farm. We'll build some stuff in the nether, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys what's been done in the last week, and I'm pretty happy with the progress. I don't have the base looking a lot better, but certainly in terms of functionality, the villager trading system, the item sorting system, the gold farm, the mushroom farm, which is on its way, that's all going to work out just great. So I think that's probably it, guys. That's probably all I need to show for the moment. But I hope you're having fun with this. If you have any comments, please leave them. Any suggestions you want me to, build something or something that would be fun to do, you just leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. And that's it. That's the end of episode 2 of my Minecraft Let's Play. Hopefully I'll be doing these every kind of Sunday. I'm sure that there'll be a week or two that I'll miss it. But I'm going to try to put out roughly one a week. Maybe one a week, I think. And I'm going to try to keep them a little bit shorter and be a bit more directed, and hopefully get better at being able to splice things together so I can show you builds as I make them. It's one thing to sort of build something and then say, hey, look, I'm done. But it would be nice to sort of show how some of these things are done. Even though everything I've done here, you can go off, you can look for Tango Tech's Villager Trading Hall. You can find lots and lots of instructional videos about making a sorting system, about making a glass item elevator. But so far this is the only series I know where people are being shown how to make a nice multi-farm that will produce just about everything you need to play Minecraft. The only thing this one is not giving us is logs. And so right now I'm handling my logs by growing these 4x4 spruce trees. I hack my way up in a spiral, I hack my way back down in a spiral. Dump logs in here for the charcoal, dump logs over there, use them if I need them. And that's it. that's what I've been doing, and it's going to work out well. So I've got everything I need to get going here, guys. Leave me a comment if you have any suggestions for what I should do, and that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. All right? Bye-bye.